Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. Today, the Houston Astros yesterday, the Houston Astros beat the New York Yankees 4-3 to close out the three-game series where the Astros do take a series loss. But, I mean, really impressed that the Astros were able to get out of this series with a series, or not a series win, but a win in this series. Avoid being swept in New York. I'm not upset about the way the Astros have played in the last three games, because I'm glad the Astros, number one, that they were able to get a win in this game. I was impressed about that. That's one thing. But number two, the main thing is the Astros have never really played well at Yankee Stadium. Outside of the postseason, we can look at the postseason. They swept them in New York that one postseason in 2022. When they've played in the postseason, they have not played terrible when playing the Yankees. But in the regular season, if you look since really 2019, maybe even back to 2018, the Astros have had some good moments at Yankee Stadium, but it is not a great record for the Houston Astros when playing at Yankee Stadium. So, I know if the Astros can make a big run, I know they are 11 games under 500, but if they can make a big run and get to the postseason, I would feel comfortable in the Astros playing the Yankees, opposed to the postseason, the regular season, because I know the Astros do have the Yankees number in the postseason. And I know for some fans, it might seem like the Astros might not make that run so far, just because it has not been great through 37 games so far. This is a long season for this Astros team. I want to remind everybody that you're only 37 games into the regular season, and there are 162 games in this regular season. So I know things don't look great now. This team at times have looked like the biggest piece of trash ever. But sometimes I feel like they've really showed some really good things with their offense and pitching. And one of those things in yesterday's game was Ronel Blanco. And I look at the upcoming schedule for this Astros team, I really do. And I see that they're only 11 games under 500, which is a lot. But, with the upcoming schedule, I think there is a run that could be made. You have 11 games under 500 and only 8 games back from first place in the division with 125 games left. And I want to go over the next couple series, which is like the next 17 or 20 games for this Astros team, I believe. The next couple, it's like the next 5 series. You have the Detroit Tigers today, 3-game series against them. So you have the Detroit Tigers, and then you have the Oakland Athletics, a 4-game series against Oakland, and then you have Milwaukee. Yes, I think that's really one of the only good teams that the Astros play through this stretch, or not really good teams. I mean, the A's are good. They've showed some really good things this year, but at the same time, they've shown some bad things this year. I think the Astros could make some damage against them. And then you got the Angels, who are a really bad team. They're the worst team in the American League besides the Astros. And then you have the final series I'm talking about is another series against Oakland. So those are the next 5 series. And I honestly believe the Astros can go 12-5, 13-4 over the next 17 games of stretch where you have 2 series against the Athletics, 1 series against the Angels, a series against the Tigers, the Brewers at home, 3 of those 5 series at home. If you can win 12 or 13 out of the next 17 games, which I think is possible with this easy schedule, then that's the point where you're only 2 or 3 games under 500 at 25, and you're either 25 and 29, or it would be either 26 and 28 or 25 and 29, which is either 2 or 4 games under 500 if the Astros can go on a run throughout this next stretch of series. And I think it's really possible with the teams that they are playing, and a lot of those series being at home. So I do believe that this will be a nice stretch for this Astros team to capitalize some games and capitalize some series. But so I want to go over what happened in this game. The Astros are literally about to start off their first game against Detroit right here. Game starts at 5:40 and is currently 5:30. Ronel Blanco gets the win for the Astros. He has been incredible this season at 4-0. Another amazing start for Ronel Blanco. Blanco went 5 2/3 in this game, giving up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks. Last goes to Marcus Stroman. He's 2-2 on the year. The Astros, 2 guys that pitched in this series, Carlos Rendon and Marcus Stroman. The Astros have given both of those guys some trouble over the last couple years, and I thought the Astros would capitalize on one of those guys in this series. Carlos Rodon had a really good game yesterday, so the Astros were able to do some work on Stroman in this game, giving up 4 runs. He gave up 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, so Astros got him good. And then the save goes to Josh Hader. He got the end of the 8th inning and the 9th inning in this game. This is the second longest he's gone. He went 2 innings one time. He went in the 10th and he went in the 9th and 10th inning one time, and then he pitched the last out of the 8th because Presley had to be taken out, and then he pitched the 9th. He gave it 1 hit, 0 runs, 1 strikeout, 0 walks, his 4th save of the year. Scoring summer, Yordan hit 1 deep in the first inning, home run to right, 395 feet, 1-0. But then John Singleton crushes one to right, 442 feet. Pena scores, it's 3-0. I mean, this home run by John Singleton had Yordan in shock, and it takes a lot to have Yordan impressed about something like that. And this had, I'm sure you've seen the clip of Yordan's face, but this had him in shock. But it's 3-0 after that 2-run shot. I've hated on John Singleton last season and before this stretch of games where he's been playing really well, but the power he has showed us since Jose Abreu has gone to West Palm Beach has been amazing, and he has real power, and I think we all know that, because if you realize the first game he played, one of his first starts as an Astro, he hit those 2 home runs, 2 big home runs, 2 really far home runs. Like one of the second ones was a crushed one to like the second deck. So this was a third deck shot too. He has the capability to have this power, but we haven't seen this efficiently like we've seen in the last week. And this Astros lineup is more dangerous than I thought it was if he can play like this. This is the way we've seen John Singleton play is way better than any expectations I ever had for Jose Abreu. So it's been great to have him. And then Anthony Volpe hits a home run to right, 330 feet. Cabrera scored. I believe that is his second home run of this series. It's 3-2. I hate when the Astros announcers are complaining about Anthony Volpe hitting the home run. And it's, because, the right field is so short at Yankee Stadium, and saying that, oh, that's a routine fly ball. It's not a home run in a lot of places. I don't know why they're saying it's 330 feet when it's 315. I hate when, I know the Yankees hit a home run. The Yankees hit a home run. Maybe it's not a home run in a lot of ballparks, but at the same time, let's not act like if the Astros did that in the next inning or at any point in the ball game, you would not be complaining about it. I love TK and Blummer, who announce these games, and I want to give these 2 guys credit because they have been fighting through these losses, and really they have been negative throughout the part of the season where the Astros have been terrible. But I didn't care for the complaining that they had off of the Volpe home run. I know it's something that or Volpe. I know it's something that it's definitely, I know a lot of people complain about it. A lot of people don't like how the Yankees have the short and right field, easier to hit home runs. But at the same time, if it was going our way, you wouldn't be complaining. And there was a home run in one of these games, or there was multiple home runs that the Astros hit in this series. They had a total of 5 home runs in this series, but there was 1 or 2 of them that wouldn't be a home run in a lot of ballparks, but I didn't hear the Astros announcers complaining when that happened. Jeremy Pena hit one on Tuesday. That was Jeremy Pena hit one on Wednesday. Tucker had a home run on Tucker had 2 home runs in this series, but one of them was a very short home run. So I mean, come on. I just wanted to make a comment about that. But in the 5th inning, Jeremy Pena hit an RBI single to center. Alvarez scored it. It's 4-2. And then the 8th, a little bit lucky for the Astros, unlucky for the Yankees that Judge hits a home run, but no one was on base, so it's a home run 473 feet. He crushed it just as much as John Singleton did. This one was to center, though. Singleton's was to right. This one's in the 8th inning. It's 4-3, and that's the final score. But Astros individual batters, Altuve 1 for 5. He had a single to load the bases up in the 2nd inning. And Tucker was 0 for 4 in this game. He had a 9th inning walk. Alvarez was 2 for 5, his first 2-hit game in a while. I think this was his first 2-hit game since the Mexico City series. He had a home run and a double in this game. Pena went 2 for 3. He was one of four players in this Astros lineup to have 2 hits in this game. He had a first inning walk. He had a third inning single to center and an RBI single in the 5th. He scored 1 run, 1 RBI. John Singleton went 1 for 4 with his home run. That was it. Outside of his home run. Hey, Bregman with not a terrible game, went 2 for 4, had a couple singles to right and left in the 6th and 8th innings, so that's good for Breggy. Yanner Diaz went 1 for 4 with a double to left. That was it for Yanner Diaz yesterday. Joey Loperfido went 2 for 3. His first game at Yankee Stadium. He lived really close to Yankee Stadium. He's from Philadelphia. He had a 6-inning walk, infield single in the 2nd, and a 9th inning single to right. Dubon went 0 for 4 after a really good game on Wednesday. And then outside of Blanco pitching, Brian Abreu was really good in the 6th and the 7th, finishing up the 6th for Blanco, and then pitching the 7th, got 3 strikeouts. This is the Brian Abreu we saw last year. Ryan Presley did give some trouble, gave up a home run to Aaron Judge, but it's Aaron Judge. He gave up 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Presley wasn't terrible, but he did give up that home run, but again, it was to Judge. And then Hader was amazing. So those guys off the bullpen, Abreu and Presley and Hader, were not terrible today doing the bullpen work for the Astros. Or I keep saying today, but I mean yesterday. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section for the Astros, and peace out.